It's a terrible football show. What do you expect?
I want whatever you guys are smoking right now.
OH!
Oh, baby, yeah!
Just in my brain, it just makes so much sense.
You have no quarterback. You're going to need some punters.
Welcome to a terrible football show!
That's my quarterback and my teammate, man.
Ruins my holiday every damn year.
They draft Xavier Worthy. What the? Wide receiver from Texas.
Hamster.
Bears pick his in.
What?
Bears pick his in.
No! Jerry Jones, what are you doing? Oh, man.
If it's Toledo, I'm drawing the best damn rocket there is out there.
Excuse me. I don't even think that's PG.
Tell my HR director about this show. He's going to listen to it.
We're getting sued again, boys. This show's so bad, we almost got sued once, we might get almost sued again.
Listen, guys, this is a terrible football show where everybody may be good at nothing, but we are terrible at everything.
Yeah, he's successful at just giving his terrible opinions, so why can't I? Terrible football show, after all. Welcome to a terrible football show. I caught the boys sleeping. How's it going, everyone? It is September 30th, 2025. This episode, I think, like 134 or something. I got Jacob and Ricky here. Let's go around the room. Jacob, buddy, how you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, I got accepted for a new apartment, boys.
There you go. There you go. There we go. There we go. What an era it's been for you recently.
Cool, man. You ain't kidding.
What an era it's been. Ricky, how you doing, bud, with your Vandy jersey over there?
Gentlemen, we have the opportunity of a lifetime to make history at Vanderbilt. If we beat Alabama Saturday, please God, let this happen. If we beat Alabama on Saturday, it'll be the first 6-0 start in Vanderbilt history.
Isn't that just crazy? And not only that, a Vanderbilt game is hosting college freaking game day, bruh. Like, that's insane, dude. Like, and it's also like, you know, I was looking at everyone's like game of the weeks, whatever, for college football and stuff. And I was just like, man, this is such a unique week for us because it's like we have the opportunity to do some firsts, like Vandy be a game of the week. We have a first for the terrible game of the week where it's like, I admit there were some other better terrible games of the weeks that you guys submitted, but I saw one and I looked at him like, you know, we may never have another opportunity like this again. This is our one chance to say this is a terrible game of the week. So I'm taking it, brother. We making history.
It's like you said. It's like you said. We got to do better. So
we got to do better.
Sometimes you got to do better, and you got to do stuff we've never done before.
Exactly.
Instead of the same crap over it, because that's what we're used to. The same crap over and over again. Now screw that. Screw that. Vanderbilt and Alabama, baby, let's go.
I know, man. What a time to be alive, man. It has been interesting recently, bro. I'll tell you what, man. It's been interesting. We got a lot to talk about here today. Shane will be joining us later. I do not think Tyler will be joining us today, but Shane will be joining us here in probably the next few topics. We're going to talk about some college football playoff brackets, predictions on what we think it's going to look like. So we're going to be going through that. We've also got, basically how the NFL is going after week 4. You know, we're a quarter of the way in, and, you know, as Cam Ward said, straight ass. We're straight ass. You know, we've dropped a quarter of our games, right? We got to play better. We got to do better. Respect. So we're going to be looking at what's been shocking about the NFL. We're going to place a little start bench cut with some QBs. We meant to do this last week, got pushed out. We're going to be handling that this week. And we're also going to be talking about, Ricky's nice little Sunday night game with a tie. And we're going to talk about some tie rules and give our thoughts on that. It'll be great. Can't wait. You too, Jacob. You know, it's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about the tie rules. It's going to be great. We'll make sure to shout our sponsors out later on in the show, as well as if you want to join the Discord, we definitely appreciate that, as well as checking out the Patreon. A couple things to go ahead and get a quick little house cleaning, just established. So I will be gone the next 2 weeks unless something pops up. The show should still go on as normal. Things are set up now where Jacob is set to be hosting the stream for the next couple weeks for me. Whoever hosts the show, I don't care. I genuinely don't. Ricky, you want to host? Jacob, you want to host? Tyler, I don't give a shit. You guys figured that out. But Jacob should be set to host the stream itself and run the OBS stuff for me for the next couple weeks. So make sure to still come by, show the boys some love. Anytime I have not been on him before, the boys have always put on a great show. These two here are a great wombo combo. Listening back to some old episodes, there were some episodes a few years ago that I listened to when I was on vacation. It was great episodes then. So the boys always put on a good show without me, and they will continue to do so over the next couple weeks. I will be back. What's the date? I'm gonna be back. Let me take a little look here. I'll be back on the 21st, October 21st. I'll be back in the saddle and ready to talk some ball. So can't wait for that. But I think with the house cleaning out of the way, I think we're ready to talk some ball, boys. Because it was an exciting weekend in a lot of ways. I had an exciting weekend. Got to go up to Kansas City, so that was fun. Went to the UCM game, and oh, buddy, was that a slobber knocker? Let me tell you. Oh Lord, even my little brother, even he's just like, yeah, we didn't expect that to happen. That was not, that was not the plan. And in fact, the original plan was, all right, if we get up, we're going to send in all the backups in the second half. And apparently the coach was so fired up, he basically said, we got the foot on the throat. We are not taking it off. And that's basically how it went. That game ended like 62-7. It was a slobber knocker. To really put it in perspective for you guys on how much of a beatdown that was, the last 55 seconds of the first half took about 15 minutes to complete. Because like UCM scored, there's the whole process of getting ready for the kickoff. They kick off, Missouri Southern fumbles the kickoff, UCM recovers, then they score a touchdown, then they do another kickoff, then then when Missouri Southern gets it, they throw a pick six, then do the other kickoff, and then Missouri Southern immediately throws another pick, which then UCM gets a field goal out of. So that last 55 seconds took like 15 freaking minutes, man. Like, Lord have mercy. I'm talking they had the foot on the throat and didn't take it off, brother. So it was an exciting weekend for sure in all aspects of college football. Which what we're going to talk about here today is we're going to start kind of give our prediction on the college football playoff bracket after week 5, right? We're a quarter way done with the season for college football. We're approaching that halfway point, really. The first college football playoff polls will be coming up here in the near future. Now, it is important to establish like how the placements are going to be for the final brackets, where it's like the top 4 ranked teams get a bye regardless of their conference championships, right? Conference championships just get you into the playoffs. You're not guaranteed that bye. They changed it after the little bit of disaster that the first round was last year. And this is also going to apply to the G5 reps. The G5 rep could be 12 or it could be 1 to 5, right? It just depends. We'll see the first set of rankings here in a couple weeks. Now, I'm going to be honest, with the whole new format they're going for, I have no idea if with the new format, if the G5 is going to be ranked in the top 12, right? Or if they're going to do that at the end of the year. I have no clue. Do you guys know? Because I don't. Like, is this going to go based off the current top 12 best teams, or are they going to throw South Florida in at 12? Because I don't know. Because I know, they're obviously a G5 rep's going to get in at the very end, but how's the first set of rankings going to come out? Do you guys know?
Oh, now I know what you're saying, B. I have no clue. If I were to guess, it's just going to be a straight top 25 ranking, and then they'll add the group of 12 at the end. That at least
Okay.
I think they would.
So
do that
for
anyway.
my ranking
That would
that
be the
I've got,
smarter route to go.
do what?
That would be the smarter route to
Yeah,
go
it
if they
would
did
be
it that way.
Okay. All right. So that's fine because I wasn't sure. I had my G5 rep at 12, but I also had my first 4 out, so I can flex them out. No big deal. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Ricky, why don't you kick us off? What is your immediate thoughts on college football playoff? Actually, you guys want to go number by number together and kind of flex this out together? How do you want? Let's do that. You want to do that?
We can do that.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Start with number 12. Ricky, who is your 12th spot in the prediction for the upcoming college football playoff as of now?
So I think we could all agree, and this is the reason why I'm turning this sort of into such like a conversation type deal. I still have South Florida, even though they did get blown up by Miami. But
Okay.
I still think going on the road to Florida, beating Florida is a lot more impressive than beating Arkansas at home when Memphis beat Arkansas at home. You could say North Texas, but I think it's those 3: South Florida, North Texas, Memphis. You have an argument for all of them.
True.
The one thing I will say about North Texas rush defense is terrible. They've got to be able to defend the running game. And if they don't defend the running game, they're not gonna fare well against South Florida this weekend. So I right now, I'm saying South Florida.
Okay. What about you, Jacob?
As of right now, according to the FPI, Memphis has the highest chance to make it in to the college football playoffs out of any group of 5 at a 34% chance. The next highest is North Texas at 15%. I have the 12th seed being Memphis.
That's
Okay.
respect.
Okay. So we're all in the same boat when we did our rankings. We were kind of doing end of season kind of rankings is the way we approached it. So I respect us for doing that because, like I said, my 12 was also G5. But talking about it, I do agree that I think here in the next couple of weeks that 1 through 12 will probably all be power schools, and they'll do it at the end. So for me, my 12 spot, I do have USF as of now, but I really like this North Texas team. I do agree the rush defense is an issue though. But hey, Memphis has also been really balling out. I really think it's one of those 3, and I think it's a pretty significant gap after that. But who knows? Maybe UNLV or Fresno could surprise us. But for my 12th spot, I do have USF now. And again, this is kind of forecasting like end of season almost, not really coming up because like if we're going to talk number 12 here coming up, it's probably going to be one of these power schools. So what about number 11? Jacob, who do you got at 11?
I got the Iowa State Cyclones.
Okay.
Not Big 12 champ.
Not Big 12 champ.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. I respect that. Ricky, what about you?
I like the Iowa State one. I like it so much that I want to change mine, but I'm not going to yet. I have Alabama.
Okay. My 11, I've got Georgia. I've got Georgia for now.
Okay.
Look, shockingly lost this weekend to Bama. I was really high on Georgia. I may have cursed Chad. My bad, Chad. And I said before the season started, I think there was a lot of teams in the SEC that had a lot of questions, and had either a lot of questions or only a few questions. Georgia was one of those teams that only had a few questions because they're still Georgia, right? But right now, I've got Georgia at the 11th spot. The 10th spot, I'll go ahead and lead this one off. I have got. Let me do a double check, make sure I'm not spazzing out here. I believe this is my only Big 12 rep. Yep, it is. My only Big 12 rep at the 10 spots. My Big 12 champion. I got Texas Tech. I got Texas Tech at the 10 spot. Because, again, conference championships do not guarantee top 4. It just guarantees you in. Ricky, who do you got at 10?
I also have Texas Tech at 10.
Love it. Love to see it. What about you, Jacob?
This is where I have the Crimson Tide.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait a minute. You're giving Crimson Tide a higher. Oh my gosh, I am shocked to death that you're going to give Crimson Tide some credit. I'm sorry, I just am.
Yeah, they're having one hell of a bounce back year right now. They started out the season very, very slow. Again, I said this to you before we started, but a lot of the SEC is about to go through a gauntlet over the course of the next 4 to 5 weeks. It's about to be crazy for the SEC, and whoever comes out on top is going to be clear cut, deserving of a playoff spot.
I like it.
For number 9, Bama's falls for me at 9. So I'm kind of in the same realm with you guys where Bama's on that lower half for me. Ricky, who do you got at 9?
Indiana.
Okay. All right. I like that. Jacob?
This is where I have the Nittany Lions.
Ooh, a little bit of a fall there. Okay. A little bit of fall there. Ricky likes seeing this Nittany Lions a little bit lower.
I'm telling y'all, I had a tough time with the Nittany Lions. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I had a tough time with them.
I had a tough time with like 6 to 10, if I'm going to be honest with you. I felt pretty good about 1 through 5. Coming at the 8th spot, Ricky, who do you got at 8?
Penn State.
Okay. So you and Jacob kind of in the same realm on Penn State. I'm a little bit higher on Penn State than you guys, but not much higher, but a little bit higher. Jacob, what about you?
I have a Big 10 matchup in the first round. I got the Hoosiers here.
Okay. All right. I got, believe it or not, I've got Texas A&M at the 8th spot right now. I've got Texas A&M at the 8th spot as of now. At the 7th spot is where I've got Indiana at. I like this Indiana team, man. I like what Kurt Cignati's doing, dude. I do. I like what he's cooking over there. Ripping cigs, you know what I mean? The Cignati ripping some cigs, man. We love to see it. I got Indy at 7. Ricky, what about you? Who do you got at 7?
I have Texas A&M at 7.
Okay, all right. So we're about in the same ballpark on Texas A&M. Jacob, what about you?
This is where I have my Big 12 champ, the BYU Cougars.
Ooh, okay. All right, BYU. I am never high on BYU. I think they're constantly overrated. I borderline hate BYU because of how overrated they are.
Are you smoking something? I just want to know, are you smoking something?
No,
You've got
nope,
BYU
nope.
that you have BYU that high.
I have BYU playing Bama in the first round.
Oh, for the love of
Wow.
God,
Okay.
BYU. Okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay,
All right.
okay,
All right. All
okay.
Big
right.
12
I'm
champ.
just,
Big 12 champ. I got
uh,
Texas Tech, but
uh,
all right, man.
respect,
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah. All right, this top 6 was the top 5 was pretty easy for me to figure out. But the 6th spot, I was kind of flexing between Indy and this team. 6 for me, I've got Oklahoma. I think this quarterback they've got, man, Mater, I think he is balling this year. I think he's one of the Heisman favorites right now. I think Oklahoma, that we're finally starting to see. I think Ricky, I think you're the one who said this last week, is we're finally starting to see that defense that everyone expected out of Brent Venables. I like this Oklahoma team right now. I got them at the 6th spot. What about you, Jacob?
I have the Yellow Jackets here.
Oh, for the love
Okay.
of
All
God.
right. All right. You're high on them Jackets, Bubba. I'll
Jesus
shout out the
Christ.
Jackets for you here at the end. The Jackets are on my list in some capacity, but they are not in the
Oh
12
my
for me.
gosh. Jacob is smoking something, y'all.
No,
I'm
I
just telling
like
y'all
it.
right
I
now.
like the
What's
Jackets
that?
pick, man.
What is the stuff you're smoking? Is
Hey
Ohio
man,
State stuff smoking? Is
listen,
that good?
I have them as the
Oh,
runner up in the ACC.
Okay. Okay.
well,
Okay.
everybody has them in the runner-up in the ACC. Oh dear God. Okay,
Ricky, who do you got?
that stuff. I'm telling y'all, that stuff in Ohio. He
It's
must be
something
smoking the
else,
strong
man.
stuff.
It's something else
It's
up in
well, they
Ohio.
got the strong stuff up
Yeah, they
there.
got the
I don't know
good
what it
good.
is. Number 6, I've got Texas.
Okay. All right. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil something on Texas right now. For as of right now, Texas is one of my first teams out.
Yeah, and I
Same.
almost yeah, I like that. The only thing, and this is the reason why I still have them in. Their one loss was a 7-point loss on the road at Ohio State.
Sure.
That you got to have respect for them, no matter the case, because Ohio State's played close games as well. So that's why I have them right there still in the playoffs.
So if I'm gonna be honest with you, when I look at my 1 through 11, right? If it wasn't for the fact that I had the mindset of, okay, well, let me put my G5 in, Texas would have been 12 for me as of now. And that was also basing looking at everyone's wins and the quality of wins that I liked, as well as losses. That's just my personal opinion. So Texas is literally my first one out because I flexed in my G5 because I didn't know if I should or not. So it's whatever. At the number 5 spot, this is where Penn State falls for me. I got Penn State at the 5. I still think that loss to Oregon, gut punch for sure, especially how quickly it was. But I still think they went the distance with Oregon. I still think this is a very good team, even if they lose to Ohio State, which I think is very possible. As long as they keep it close to Ohio State, Penn State, I think I think with the loss of Oregon and a close loss to Ohio State, they are proving that they are a formidable force. As long as they keep the Ohio State loss as close as well. But I do have Penn State here. Jacob, what about you? Miami
I
at
got the
5.
Miami
Okay.
Hurricanes, the ACC champs here.
What, Ricky? What,
What are
Ricky?
you smoking? What are you smoking today?
Hey,
Oh my God.
brother, it's Miami. They're going to drop some random games. That's what they do.
Okay.
Listen, the way I ranked my top 4 is I ranked the top 4 as the 4 best teams in the country, who I think are still going to continue to be the best teams in the country at the end of the season.
I thought we were doing it based on the statistics now.
A little bit of both.
A little bit
Okay,
of
I'm
both.
just saying. I'm blaming. Okay, okay, that's fine.
Little bit of both. There wasn't a lot of clarity. This show was put together at the last
It's
minute.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I still think you're smoking something, but okay. Strong Ohio stuff. That's what you've got right now.
The good, brother. The good. All right, Ricky, what about you?
I've got Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma at the 5 spot. Okay. All right, now here we are in the top 5, which for me does feature 3 conference champions. If you're keeping track, I still got the Big Ten, I got the ACC, and I got the SEC all up in here. So who's coming in at the 4 spot for you, Jacob?
The runner up for the SEC championship, the Ole Miss Rebels.
I thought
Okay.
you said you had them winning it.
Yeah, well, I changed it.
Okay.
All
I
right.
Things
also
have
have Ole
happened
Miss.
this year.
I also have Ole Miss at the 4.
I have Ole Miss as the 4 as my SEC champion. So shout out to that. I believe in the Rebels. I believe in the king of online trolling, Lane Kiffin. I believe in him. Who do you guys got at the 3? This is where I've got my ACC champion, the Miami Hurricanes, coming in at the 3 spot. Jacob?
Oh,
I always forget that.
have.
I always forget that. My bad.
You're good. You're good. I have the runner-up at the Big Ten championship game. I have the Oregon Ducks.
The Duckies. Okay, Ricky?
Y'all really want to know?
Yes.
You got Vandy here. You got Vandy here at the 3 spot.
I wish I had Vandy at the 3 spot. I wish I really had Vandy at the 3 spot. Gentlemen, I did all of this based on what I've seen now.
Yeah.
I've got Ohio State number 3.
Oh!
I almost said it. I almost. You
were
were that close.
Oh my God. I love that so much.
Why?
I love it so much.
I will tell you why. Okay, but we had to reveal 2 and 1 first.
Okay. All right. So, number 2 for me, I got the Big Ten runner up. The Oregon Ducks.
Okay, I was about to say, I was about to have an aneurysm.
Or is it? Maybe it is Ohio State's the runner up. No, as of right now, I've got Ohio State. But, man, I'm going to tell you, Jacob, for me, it's a razor-thin margin between the top 3 teams for me right now in the Big.
Hold on. Wait. You have Ohio State as the runner-up of the Big Ten?
No. It's Oregon. I'm saying it's a razor-thin margin for me between the the three teams. Like razor-thin. My opinion could change in 30 minutes. Like that's how razor-thin we're talking about. 30 minutes from now, we could be talking about something else, and I'd be like, "Hey, Jacob, I changed my mind. Ohio State's going to be the runner-up, but we'll see." Jacob, what about you?
What, at the number 2 spot?
Yeah.
I have, okay, again, the top 2 teams that I have are obviously the Big Ten and the SEC champions, and I believe that they are playing the current best football in the country and will continue to play the best football in the country, regardless of my number 2, Oklahoma Sooners, regardless of the quarterback situation. I still think they are going to win the SEC championship this year.
Okay, Ricky?
I like it. I like it. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal 2 and 1 then, just that way we can get a little bit of clarity on this. I have Oregon number 2. I've got Miami number 1. This is why. I'm basing everything off of it right now. Now, Jacob, I want you to understand something. I still think Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten. I really do think they're going to win the Big Ten, but I'm basing everything that they've done now. Their one big quality win was a home game against Texas. That's a quality win. They did go to Washington. Washington's okay. They took care of business with Washington. They have one of the best defenses in the country. But for now, that win at Penn State in overtime to me is a little bit more impressive for Oregon. And I think Miami's schedule overall, with their wins overall, has been a little bit more impressive than what Ohio State has been. We're talking about now. I'm not talking about toward the end of the year, because you and I both know at the end of the year, Miami is going to drop some games that they're not supposed to drop. You and I both, Oregon could probably drop a game that they're not supposed to drop. So I'm talking about now. I'm not talking about the end of the season. I'm talking about right now. If we're going by right now, I have Miami 1, Oregon 2, Ohio State 3.
I respect your reasoning. That's fair.
Now, let's look at Texas. The win they have against Texas. Texas has really struggled. Texas has struggled quite a bit. That's their only quality win, in my opinion, that you can really stem down, say, hey, that's a good quality win right there. Washington, yeah, they've had some impressive ups and downs, but nobody has been more impressive to me than Miami. I'm sorry, so far at least. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that Miami is currently the best team in the country. What I'm saying is if this were to be ranked today, I think Miami would be the number 1 team in the country.
Okay. I can hear the logic on it. I get it. Especially when he's stressing, Jacob. Let's calm down. All right. Let's hydration check. Drink some water. Ricky's doing it.
I'm fuming. I am fuming.
You'll be all right. It'll be fine.
It's all love, brother. It's all love.
You'll be fine. The logic.
I will be fine after this weekend. After certain things happen, I will be perfectly fine.
Now, don't start saying that, because now I'm gonna start doing some voodoo shit to have Ohio State lose this weekend.
Against Minnesota.
Yeah, against the Gophers, Bubba. Ohio State's my 1 is where I'm at on it, and I know it's Jacob's 1 as well. My first one's out. Since I threw my G5 in, is Texas, LSU, Ohio State. and Vandy. Those are my first ones out.
Yeah.
My teams to watch is Missouri and Georgia Tech. Those are my teams to watch as of now. That could really shoot up. As more so at teams to watch is like, let's watch them the rest of the season. Because I think they could really shoot up the board and make it into that college football playoff. And I'm excited to see it. I really think Vandy's got a legitimate shot to make the college football playoff. They got to get through some of this gauntlet, but man, they have a legitimate shot. And I hope it happens. That'd be electric.
You know why I have Georgia Tech in this
What?
mainly? It's not for, bias reason or anything like that. It's not that I've been riding on this Georgia Tech wagon since last year. I have them beating the Bulldogs at the end of the season. I have Georgia missing the playoffs entirely.
Love it. Love it.
I could see that too.
Make it
I could see
happen.
that too.
Manifest it. We got to manifest, boys.
I have been manifesting it since the beginning of last season. It
Okay.
will happen this year. I'm telling you. And to further it, I have Georgia Tech winning in the first round against Iowa State, losing to the Ducks in the second round, but I have them winning the playoff game.
Love it. Love it. 10 out of 10. Looking forward to seeing the actual college football playoff rankings here. It's like what, in a couple weeks, right? It's coming up quick.
2 weeks.
I think it's
Yeah.
week 8.
So is that gonna be the second week that I'm gone, right?
I think it's week 8. I think
Ooh,
last year
okay.
was week 8, wasn't it?
Okay.
I'd
Yeah, I
have
think
to
it's
remember.
the 14th of October.
Okay, so yeah, one of the weeks that I'm gone. Hey, there you go. You got an automatic topic that day. Automatic topic. It can be like it can be your final topic of the show. And assuming what time it starts, what time the show starts and stuff. It could be your final topic of the show. By the time it gets, you get to the final topic, it should be all fully revealed. So there you go. Already got a topic lined up for October 14th for you boys. I'm looking forward to. I'll be driving home that day, so I will pop in my buds and I will listen to the show on the way home. So shout out to that. Let's move over to the next thing. Topic 2. What's the biggest shocker after a quarter of the way done with the NFL this year? We finished up week 4. What is the biggest shock? Because there's a lot of headlines, right? You can talk about Dallas' defense, Chiefs and Bears, the only 0-2 teams to now turn it around, win 2 in a row. The Bengals and Texans and the organization's lack of care of the offensive line, which I was hammering this offseason, that if the Texans don't do something about their line, they do not care about C.J. Stroud, and well, we saw that happen. The Jags are getting stuff done. That's a shocker. Backup city across the NFL. God bless. Not only that, just like, and starters of all capacities, receivers. You saw what happened to Tyreek Hill, quarterbacks. The Steelers can win the division. It can be a single team player or an entire thing or idea as a whole. What is the biggest shocker after week 4 for you, Ricky?
So I've got 2 that I'm going to share. The first one is obviously, if you go by total QBR, the total QBR leader right now in the National Football League is Danny Dimes, baby. And I try to tell you guys, this guy can play. You just got to give him an organization where he can feel comfortable in, give him an organization where they can give him a good offensive line, a good offensive front. He's got the highest QBR in the National Football League, and Jonathan Taylor is balling out as well. So give them all kinds of credit. They had a close loss against the Rams the other day. My second shocker is only because I seriously counted them totally out. Like, this is a team I had no idea that they would even win this many games the entire year. Seattle Seahawks. The
That's
Seattle
fair.
Seahawks are the biggest shocker to me right now. Sam Darnold is balling out right now. He is doing a fantastic job at quarterback. They have an impressive road win at Pittsburgh. And I know Arizona is much more improved than what they were. They're not the same Arizona team that's been this run-over team, but 2 impressive road wins so far. Their defense looks like it's going to be pretty good. Let's see what happens with Seattle. But right now, the NFC West, they have San Fred's still up there. The Rams and Seahawks, they're all 3-1 right now, so they could have an even more impressive division right there.
Okay. Jacob, what about you?
Well, you took my Seattle one. That was a good one.
I'm
That was
sorry.
a good one. Honestly, though, my second one was going to be how this New England team is starting to officially molding into what their identity is a lot faster than what I expect this season. I knew this was going to be, and I even called it in the preseason, that this was going to be a team to look out for, especially towards the end of the season. But this team is really starting to find its mold a lot quicker than what I expected, and with scoring over 40 points in a game for the first time in a few years at this point against the Panthers, I am thoroughly impressed with what this organization is doing with this young roster.
No, that's actually a good point. They are kind of getting their mold a lot faster. That is a great point. Man, there's a lot of things that's shocking for me to the point that I'm just going to kind of speed run for some stuff, right? So, one is I agree with the Seattle thing, and it really is just more so the NFC West as a whole. I was just like, look how competitive that division is right now when you got three teams at 3-1 and Arizona at a competitive 2-2, right? So there's that one. But then we kind of go from there. And like, looking at the AFC South, Danny Dimes has been one of the biggest shockers in this league for a lot of people besides Ricky, right? But then also for me as just like a fan, I thought the Jags were going to be very average this year. I'm talking like maybe 8-9, 9-8. But starting off 3-1 and looking where the Texans are at 1-3, that's a total flip flop from what I expected both teams to be at. Now I expected the Texans to have a lot of struggle because, like I said just a minute ago, if the Texans didn't address any offensive line stuff, they clearly do not care about CJ Stroud, and we're seeing that, right? But it's also kind of the same thing with the AFC North for me. Look at that division right now and look at how much the Bengals are struggling because of, again, offensive line issues. Joe's hurt for a little bit. The Ravens are 1-3. And the Browns, like, I didn't expect them to be, 3-1, but I expected them to be a lot more competitive than they are right now. And then look at the Steelers. Steelers had a few missteps here and there where you can still see Rodgers age a little bit at times. But like even still, like the Steelers very well could be winning this division, and that's crazy to me. But I think for me by far, I think Danny Dimes is the biggest shocker for me this season. I mean, because he is balling, like he is balling, and he's got a team around him, man. Go ahead.
I have one more to shout out, and that is, and I'll leave it short and simple. Carson Wentz still has it.
Yes, he does.
Man,
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that.
It's so interesting because it's like, is Carson Wentz about to be another Sam Darnold? You know what I mean? Like, is Carson Wentz about to get his career revitalized because of the Vikings and Kevin O'Connell and go sign somewhere next year and be a starter and keep playing? You know what I mean? Because like Sam Darnold was written off as a career backup once he got to Minnesota. Then obviously he played all last year. They got to the playoffs, had a great year, did his thing. Now he got his contract over in Seattle. So it's just like, man, could the same thing happen for Carson? Obviously, Carson's not going to play all year long. JJ's going to be back, but it's still just like, man, if Carson just plays to the way he's been playing until he gets put back on the bench, like, could Carson go off and be a starter somewhere next year to a team that needs it? Man, is the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell, is it the quarterback revival spot? You know what I mean? Like, it's something to think about. It's interesting.
I really hope
I'm
he
not
does
even
land in the spot because he deserves it.
I'm not even gonna lie, gentlemen. I didn't know Carson Wentz was still in the league until I saw the stats the other day. I'm like, wait, what? Carson Wentz still in the league?
Yeah,
I had no idea he was still in the league.
Yeah,
None
he was
whatsoever.
he was Pat's backup.
I will say this much about T Law about Jacksonville. T Law has to play better.
Yeah,
5 touchdowns,
100%.
4 interceptions. He has to play better. Trevor Etienne Jr. is balling out right now. If T Law can ball out, they have a chance to win that division. I don't know if they will, but they do have a chance to win that division.
Big facts, which is crazy because I definitely did not write them off on that. T-Law needs to play better, and honestly, I want to see Travis Hunter used more. That's another thing too. He's not being used much both sides of the ball. Travis Hunter's not a guy that I think is going to get overwhelming stats on either side of the ball. Just have him play both sides, let him do his thing. Let him play. We need the help in the secondary. Have him play a little bit more. He's that guy that can be a great gadget guy for us. But I'll tell you up front, the one thing that even though the Jags are getting it done right now, one thing that needs to change is, man, I fully have jumped on the bandwagon that Shane Waldron is a diabolical son of a bitch. I mean, like every stop he's been the last couple times, it's like he's got this promising young rookie receiver, and he just makes him look like a flaming fresh dog turd out of a dog's butt. He did it with Jackson up in Seattle. He leaves, and now Jackson's a dog, right? He did it with Rome last year, Chicago. Rome's now a dog this year. And now he's doing it with Brian Thomas Jr., who was a dog last year and can't figure it out this year. What are we doing? How does Shane Waldron have a job? He goes from one of my teams to my other team. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. He's the passing game coordinator, and why? For what? Look what you're doing to Brian Thomas Jr.
He was flipping anyways. It's all right.
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, it has been an interesting season so far. And man, oh man, that Dallas defense. That Dallas.
Atrocious. Atrocious.
Fine without Mike Parsons doesn't cut it at this point.
Atrocious. Nope.
Hey, welcome to
here's
the
the
Matt
thing,
Eberflus experience, brother.
Hey, here's the thing though. Green Bay's defense isn't much better. Just saying,
I know,
they're
which
not
is
much
wild.
better at all. I think Chicago gets second division now.
Hey,
Just
brother.
glad we didn't
That's how-
lose.
Do what?
We freaking died, man.
That's
I'm
basically a
glad we didn't
loss.
lose.
That's basically a loss.
I'd rather lose.
I'd rather lose or win, man. I don't want to end on a tie. That's just gonna piss me off.
Oh, it pissed me off too. But hey, we didn't lose to the team that lost to the Browns. That's all that matters.
All right, fair enough. All right. We're gonna hit an ad break, and we're gonna go ahead and segue over into the tie since we're mentioning it. We're gonna segue over into the tie stuff. So let's shout out some Rogue Energy. Hey, do you like caffeine? Are you of the age of at least 18? Then maybe check out Rogue Energy. It's really good. Do you need to hydrate more? Then probably want to start with water. But if you want something that tastes good and hydrates you, then try Rogue Hydration. Do you need to chill more? Then try Rogue Chill. Do you need energy? Then drink the energy. It's really good. We have a referral link and a promo code Sparky3. You can get 10% off your order. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Have you subscribed to the channel yet? You haven't? Well, it's very unfortunate. You should subscribe to the channel. Be a friend, tell a friend. We would appreciate that extra support. Check out the Patreon if you want to support us further. That would be pretty cool. But, seriously, you can think of probably a million other ways to spend your money than give us $5 a month. You could probably just go to McDonald's and get the $5 meal off the app for $5 a month, once a month, whatever, and probably be a better investment of your $5. But you know what? If you want to give it to us, that's cool, and we appreciate it. But you know what? Don't feel obligated. We also have, Rogue Energy. You can use promo code Sparky3 to get 10% off your order. Use our referral link. As well as a merch store, Sparky3 Shop. It's got some really bad designed merch, so go pick up some merch. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't got anything else. All right, and we're back after double ads. I had to make a call there. I thought Shane could potentially join in that ad break, and boy, was I right. That will never happen again. I will never time it like that ever again. Shane, buddy, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Pretty good. Glad to be off work. Also, just for me and Nooner, I got me a nice little cold beer for old Sam Pittman. Okay, so
Yeah.
Pour one out for the homies. Pour one out for the homies. All right, well, we're hopping over to the next topic. We're going to be talking about ties in the NFL, and then after that, we'll go over to the quarterback start bench cut that I'm very proud of my rounds that I have devised. But let's talk about ties in the NFL. We got a couple Cowboys fans here that, of course, ended on a tie on Sunday night with the Green Bay Packers, who featured their former superstar edge rusher. Man, are you guys fine with a tie being the current form in the NFL? Like, are you guys fine with this being a thing, or do they need to change the rules? But also, how would they change it? Do you simply pull a page out of college football's book, or do you kind of just go your own little format for it, where you drive the length of field until you win? What's our thoughts on ties as a whole? Because for me, I absolutely hate the idea of a tie unless it's preseason. Like if it's regular season, obviously playoffs can't happen. But if it's the regular season, I still hate the idea of a tie. That's me. Ricky, what about you? How you feeling?
So I'm gonna pedal back to Arkansas football for a second, Arkansas high school football for a second. A few years ago, Arkansas high school football would let non-conference games end in a tie. They changed that rule because coaches were tired of so many ties going on around in high school football, and because a lot of the times, even though they don't affect your seeding or anything like that, a lot of it just comes to the fact is records of wins and losses, and some of these coaches care about the records when it comes to wins and losses. Now, I will say when it comes to the NFL, you're dealing with the professional league, you're dealing with the professional organization. Whether or not they change the overtime rule or not, I could care less. I could care less either way. But if they were going to change it, it would need to it'd either be A, you go into a second overtime quarter, or B, do it the way college does it. Do the start at the 25-yard line, go for two on the second overtime, and then go for. I hate the way college football does it anyway, but I'm just saying, if they were to do it in some sort of way, then yes, go right ahead and do it. Now, the only thing is though, this is not a division game, but it's in the professional football. It does matter when it comes to playoff seeding.
True.
So in some ways, I do understand why you get rid of the ties, but I also understand why you keep it.
Okay. Jacob, what about you?
Look, the only reason why the NFL still has ties is because of TV time. That's it. They don't want to go into too much TV time because they have to pay extra. The fact that the NCAA is able to pay for that, but the NFL, who is a multi-billion-dollar industry, can't pay for that is absolutely asinine, first of all.
Facts.
Also, they should adopt a similar thing that the college football does, in a sense. Take away the quarter length. Each team gets 2 chances, and after 2 chances, if the game is still tied, it goes into a kickoff. Just like how hockey has a shootout, how soccer has a shootout, it goes into a kickoff where the ball keeps moving back 5 to 10 yards each increment, and whoever can kick the most, that team wins.
So you're wanting to bring a lot more love to the kicking game.
Absolutely.
I think Pat McAfee would kiss you on the lips right now if he heard that idea. And I think you'd welcome it because it's Pat.
Oh, absolutely. I would.
Shane, what about you? What's your thoughts on the overtime rules and how would you change it?
I mean, me as a sports fan and as a competitor, like I'm taking like if I was the Cowboys going into the locker room as a draw, like I'm seeing that as a loss,
Facts.
regardless.
I agree.
So as a viewer, I hate draws. I hate ending even because growing up, I was always taught there's a winner and there's a loser, no matter what. And I see draws as participation trophies, and they have to do something. I'm not a mastermind. I have ideas, but at the end of the day, they've got to figure something out to get rid of draws.
Right. I mean, the question is, boys, do they just simply take their playoff rules and implement it the regular season, or do they just go a different route? Like, that's also something to think about. Do they just simply just do that? I mean, they've got the playoffs, kind of set up, but even the playoffs took forever to figure out because there's always the complaint of each team not getting a chance kind of thing. I mean, is open the floor to anyone? Like, is it that simple? Do you just take the playoff rules they've got, or do you use something else?
I mean, that'd be a simple way to do it,
Yeah, I mean,
right?
simple,
Is just
easy.
implement that, and boom, you've got an automatic winner no matter what. But also, I think if you're going to overhaul the regular season, you've got to do something for both to where it's going to be the same throughout the year.
Uniform, yeah.
I like Jacob's idea, but also to compare that with Nooner's idea with having it kind of like college, have them start at the 25 one series, like for the first overtime. They each get a possession, back up 10 yards. No first downs. Unless you get to like the 40, then you get one first down to the 20.
Yeah.
And other than that, then it's whoever scores wins. Like, you know what I mean? So it's using college rules, but implementing kind of like a shootout, kind of like what Jacob was saying.
So for me, the idea that I kind of had is, overtime one, full length of field, just another quarter, finish the game. If you can't finish the game, once you get into overtime two and potentially beyond, that's when you take them quarter field, half field approaches. You know what I mean? That was my mindset on like a potential solution. It's just quarter one, for the overtime, first overtime, treat it as like fifth quarter, treat it like that. And then if you still tie like the Dallas Cowboys and Green Bay Packers were, from there, that's when you start implementing maybe some college rules where it's like, okay, it starts at the 25, the 30, the 40, the 50, whatever you want to do. Do half or quarter field, whatever. And then have like, whatever scoring rules where each team's going to get a chance, et cetera, et cetera. Like that was my personal idea. Like, cause I still like the idea of like, it's the NFL. Let's run this thing, boys. Let's run the fifth quarter length of field. Let's get it done. That is just, the NFL I've grown up to love when it comes to overtime games. But I understand, like, if you're running it to overtime too, let's speed it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we should have already ended this. But I mean, overtime's got to. I mean, overtime ending in a tie, to me, it's got to go. Mostly from a seeding perspective. Again, if it's preseason or something, that's fine. If it's a tie in overtime, or honestly, don't even go into overtime for preseason. If it's a tie at the end of the game, I don't even think they go overtime, do they? Do they go? Yeah, they don't go overtime. I don't think in the preseason, which that's fine.
Nope.
Yeah, if they end in a tie, who cares? No one cares. But for the regular season, man, I think you need winners and losers. I do. Because it's at the end of the day, it's just like, no one cares about a tie. I mean, the players are gonna walk in that room. It's like, well, we didn't win, we didn't lose, but we might as well have lost. I think that's kind of the mentality in the locker room, personally.
Yeah, and as a basketball coach, of course, basketball doesn't necessarily end in ties or anything like that, unless it's a seventh grade game that doesn't count. But even coaches will tell you they treat ties like a loss. It's nothing for them for a tie.
Yeah,
Nobody celebrates a tie.
Yeah,
Like unless you're UAPB playing the Arkansas Razorbacks or something like that,
facts.
you're not celebrating a tie.
Facts.
Sorry, it's just not happening.
Yeah, facts. You're just not doing it. You're not doing it. Like I feel like wasn't there like a tie years ago with the Dolphins before they drafted Jake Long and they were terrible? Didn't they tie with the Steelers or did they win that game? I can't remember. Wasn't there a tie? Am I tripping or did they just win that game? They won some games into the year or they tied.
I
That was around the time that the tie came back.
Was it? Man, I can't remember, but I want to say that even then, it's just like, what's the point? What's the point that we have one less loss and a tie? I don't remember. I could be totally tripping on that, but either way, NFL needs to figure it out. I mean, especially when you got a prime time game in that way too. Hate both teams and it grinds my gears. Hate both teams and it grinds my damn gears that it happened.
Especially like given defenses weren't really, stopping anybody, but also like that's what brings viewers in, right? Points.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want more of that?
Yeah, facts. Now the NFL needs to figure it out. I mean, if it's a TV thing, they got all the money in the world. They need to figure that out, just like they got all the money in the world to figure out the field thing. Turf needs to go. And I mean,
that was their excuse when it came back. Was that it was TV time? When years ago, when the tie was re-implemented back into the game, that was their excuse. Was that it cost too much?
Who cares? It's the NFL. It's
exactly. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah, the money goes up every
year. Figuring it out. Why can't they?
We've got a record high, 9 or 7 international games this year. I mean, they've got all the money in the world right now. They just be racking in the dough. They'd be all right. They'll be all right. They'd be all right. They stressing about the wrong things. So, figure it out, NFL, or hire ATFS to be your new commissioner. Do better. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move over to the next topic. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm excited for this one because I put some work into this. So we're going to be taking, you boys are going to be taking the seat of an NFL GM, just like we did last week. We're going to be start, bench, and cutting some QBs. All right, I got 17 rounds of QBs, and I've named every one of these. We're going to speed round through this. All right, so the mindset is, let's say you're in a brand new expansion franchise. All right, and obviously, some of the guys at the top are not going to be eligible for an expansion draft, right? Every team's put up so many players, whatever the case is, right? You're in an expansion draft. Maybe you're doing a fantasy draft in Madden, and you prioritized every position in the dang roster except your quarterback, so it leaves you with the crappers down at the bottom. Or maybe you snagged a guy immediately with this creative team, or maybe you snagged a guy in the middle. I got all sorts of rounds for us, boys. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start off with round 1, the bottom of the bottom. You drafted a superstar roster, and all you got left is QB. You even drafted the punter and the kicker before the quarterback. So your only options, start, bench, cut. The Hail Mary bust edition. You're hoping one of these guys are going to pan out for you. We got Anthony Richardson. We got Zach Wilson. And we got Trey Lance. Ricky, start, bench, cut. What you doing?
All right, so you said the options were Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, and Anthony Richardson. Is that right?
Correct. You're throwing a Hail Mary here that one of these guys are going to work.
So I'm cutting Richardson. That's a given.
Good pick.
I'm gonna
Good pick.
I'm gonna start Zach Wilson. I'm gonna bench Trey Lance.
Honestly, that's probably the best answer in my opinion, because that's my answer too. Shane, you disagree. What's your pick, man? Anthony Richardson's a bust. Come on now. He's an absolute trash bag.
Listen, if I've got my entire team completely set, and I've got weapons, I've got an O-line, I got D-line, I've got D-backs that play man-to-man coverage, I'm going Anthony Richardson starting.
He can't.
The upside of that man, even with the ball in his hands running, has better upside than Trey Lance and Zach Wilson. So I'm starting Anthony Richardson, I'm benching Trey Lance, and I'm cutting Zach Wilson.
Man, it don't matter if you got Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson on the same team if you can't throw the ball accurately.
all I need to do is run 2-yard slants, run bubbles.
He can't hit that accurately.
He can't do that.
Yeah, give me Zachary Milson as my starter. At least he learned from Aaron Rodgers. He might have picked something up. Jacob, what about you?
I'm going to start Trey Lance, bench
Ooh.
Zach Wilson, and cut Anthony Richardson.
Okay, I like the
it.
confidence in Trey Lance.
Mad respect.
I respect that. All right, let's go to round 2. This is the true backup edition. These are guys that have all had different starts. One of these guys he started a season once as the starter, but more so just because of the circumstances of how he became the starter. But these are like true backups in the NFL. We got Jacoby Brissett, all right, who did have his time to start in Indy, but that was because of retirement. We got Josh Dobbs, the astronaut. All right, he works for freaking NASA, and he's an NFL backup right now. And then you got Kyle Allen, former 5-star recruit in high school and a pretty solid backup in the NFL. Start, bench, cut. Shane, who you got?
I'm going based off age here.
That's fair.
Because I think easy way would be starting Brissett.
That's true.
What was the
Brissett, Dobbsy, and Kyle Allen.
Dobbs would be an easy bench. I would bench him. But I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna go based off of age. I'm cutting Brissett and I'm starting Dobbs, benching Allen.
Okay, all right. What about you, Jacob?
Start Kyle Allen, bench Jacoby Brissett, cut Josh Dobbs.
Ooh, cutting the astronaut to go fulfill his astronaut dreams.
Yep, he can go to space.
All right. I felt kind of mean. I felt like there was a little bit of malice behind that.
I was about to say the same exact thing though. Let him go to Mars. Let him go live on Mars. Let him be a starting quarterback there.
Fine, Ricky. What's your pick?
It's the same as Jacob's. It's the exact same as Jacob's. I'm not even gonna go through it.
See, I would start Kyle Allen for the potential. Bench Brissett as my veteran backup who can help me out, and I would cut Dobbsy. I'm not gonna say send him to space. It feels like a little like he has some malice behind it, but I do agree on cutting him. Lord have mercy.
Well, I mean, he was. Never mind.
We didn't say send him to space. We said he can go to space.
No, Jacob said send him to space.
Yeah, he
never
did
mind.
say
That was
space.
Jacob's exact words. That felt a little molesting.
Screw it. I'll back him up. Send him to space.
It
Wow,
sounded
wow.
Like, it sounded like he was the one pressing the button.
Yeah, facts. All right, next up, this is one of my favorite rounds, and boys, I'm sure you can guess why. We got the veteran backup edition. Yeah, we got some more. We got some backups here, baby. Here are your start bench cut. You got my boy Gardner Minshew. You got Tyrod Taylor, and you got Teddy Bridgewater. All guys who have been starters. Guys that have been starters, but all backups in the NFL. Start bench cut. Minshew, Tyrod, Teddy. Ricky, kick us off.
That's the only way that you can go. It's Minshew, Tyrod, and then Teddy. That's the only way you can go with that list. The only way you can go.
I disagree. Tyrod brought Buffalo to the playoffs, man. He's still a dog. He can play.
That may be very true. You know what? Screw it. Tyrod starts.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Disrespectful. Jacob, what's your thoughts?
Hey, you're the one that talked me into it.
All right. So Tyrod won with two of the dog water franchises at the time. I'm starting Tyrod. I'm benching Gardner, and Bye-bye, Teddy.
Okay, Shane.
I guess I'm just gonna be the outcast in every single one of these. I'm starting Teddy. I'm
Wow.
benching Gardner,
Interesting.
and Tyrod can go sit the. I mean, go
He
sit on
could
the
go
couch.
he can go to space with Dobbs.
There you go.
You know what? I just appreciate you guys for not cutting Minshew. That's the main thing. I can take that as a W. No one cut Gardner Minshew here on this show,
We need
baby.
his hype level on the sidelines at the very least.
Facts. Fact. Can you imagine a locker room with Gardner Minshew and Tyrod? Just polar opposites.
I
Or
literally
wait,
see. I see Minshew as this age as Fitzpatrick.
right. Also, apologies. We messed up this entire segment. It's Tyrod. That is Tyrod, is how you pronounce it. Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield clarified that when he was asked about Tyrod, and he said, well, first off, his name is Tyrod, but he's too nice and he's never going to correct anybody. So apparently his name is Tyrod, and just everyone pronounces it wrong, and Tyrod just doesn't care, and he just lets it go. So shout out to that, I guess.
All right, Tyrod.
Yeah,
It's
Tyrod.
okay.
It's whatever. But yeah, I'm Minshew, Tyrod, and Teddy Cut. Anyway, the next round 4. So these are former guys who briefly tasted glory. And based on how we just talked, I'm pretty sure I know how we're gonna go. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that he had recently started, I feel like this might be a little bit more tougher to figure out. Because of his recent starts, this is probably a lot easier for everybody. We got Carson Wentz, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Mac Jones. Jacob, who you start benching and cutting?
Starting Carson, benching Mac Jones, cutting Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, Shane,
Same.
Ricky.
Same.
Yeah, no, same. If it wasn't for Carson and Mac both playing this year, this might have been a little bit tougher when I made this like 4 weeks ago. It is what it is. Now here you go. You got some former first rounders, now backups. Who's going to be your guy? You got famous Jameis. That locker room vibes, baby. You can't cut him. So number one, I already know everyone's answer that he's going to be at least benched or starting. You got Marcus Mariota, who can still play. He's doing his thing in Washington, backing up, Jaden right now. And then you got the old busty boy over there, Mitchell Trash Bisky. So start, bench, cut, former firsts, now backups. Shane, what's the play?
I am starting Marcus, and I am cutting.
You can't cut Jameis. You know you can't. He's a perfect locker room guy.
No. I'm benching Jameis, and I'm cutting.
Okay.
What's his name?
Trubisky. Yeah. Jacob.
Trubisky. Yeah.
Don't hate me, but I'm cutting Jameis.
Wow. He's the perfect locker room guy.
I can find my locker room guy elsewhere. Yeah, I'm cutting him. And who are the other two?
Mariota and
Marcus
Trubisky.
Mariota, and Mitchell Trubisky.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me even more. Start Mitch, bench Marcus.
Wow. You ain't gonna be a GM long. Ricky, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I am also cutting Jameis Winston, but
Wow.
I am starting Marcus Mariota.
Okay. See, I'm getting the 1 and 2 together. All right, I'm starting Marcus, benching Jameis, and cutting Trubisky because that one's personal. He's getting cut. There was never a conversation. That one's personal.
It's not the Bear. It's not your fault that the Bears drafted him. Why is that personal?
Because I'm a
He
Bears
led you
fan.
guys to the playoffs.
Yeah, behind an
I
amazing
think
defense.
it's more of who they didn't draft in that draft rather
Facts.
than that they took Trubisky.
I'll never forget
And what
we
that
traded
draft.
up 1 pick for it. I'm in a hotel in shitty Sippy, and as soon as that pick happened, I threw my phone across the hotel room at the wall, just yelled in anger. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. All right, next round, boys. We got former stars in the NFL, now veteran backups. Or, one of them was attempting to be a starter, but that didn't work out. Because we got Russell Wilson, we got Kirk O'Chains, and we got Andy Dalton. Ricky, what's the play?
Starting Wilson, benching Dalton, cutting O'Chains.
Oh, okay. Jacob?
Starting Kirk, benching Andy, cutting Russell.
Okay. Shane?
Starting Kirk, benching Russell, cutting Andy.
See, I'm cut Russ on this one. I'm a big Russ guy. I would be starting Kirko, and I'd have Andy as my backup, and Russ out the building. Sorry, buddy. It's done. Donezo. All right, next up, we to the rookies, boys. It's rookie time. I was kind of up in the air on who to pick for the third rookie because we only had 2 firsts. So I just decided to just go with, I guess, the notable name, Sue Me. You got Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, and Shadur Sanders. Jacob, kick us off.
Cutting Shadur,
I know.
getting him out of there, getting him completely and totally as far away from my organization as possible.
Enter space.
with Dobbsy. With Dobbsy.
I'm benching Ward and starting Dart.
Okay. Ricky?
Yeah, what Jacob said. It's the only thing you can do. I mean, come on.
Shane?
That's the easy pick. Like, ideally, if I was a GM, that's probably what I would do. But just because the aura that he brings and the potential, I'm cutting Ward and benching Sanders,
Wow.
starting Dart.
Are you out of your? Oh dear Lord.
All right, hold on. Let me do alternate take here for Jacob and Ricky. If I swapped Sanders out for Gabriel, does it make it any more difficult?
I'd be cutting Ward.
Cutting Ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. All right.
I-
All right.
That would change mine. I would bench Ward and cut Gabriel.
Okay. All right.
Even though he's an UO guy, but hey, it is what it is.
Right. So up front, this next round is by far the worst round I've got. It was actually the last round that I finished because I could not figure out for the absolute life out of me who is the third one to go on this. So I wanted to at least make sure that all 32 teams are present in this list. So freaking sue me. Next up, we got the unproven round because they are. I know 2 guys have kind of starting to play a little bit, but they're still unproven. We got JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix Jr., and Spencer Rattler. Sue me, all right? I wanted all 32 teams present. I couldn't figure out who else to put. Shane, who you got?
Cutting Rattler immediately. He is one of 4 quarterbacks that's 0-10 in his first 10 starts. What was the other 2?
JJ and Michael.
Starting JJ, benching Michael.
Okay. Jacob?
Cutting Rattler, starting Penix, benching JJ.
Ricky?
I'm gonna shock you with this one.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm gonna start Spencer Rattler.
Oh, I
You're
love
know.
it.
Fucking mind.
Did y'all know that currently, right now, Spencer Rattler is second in completions in the National Football League?
I did not know that.
How many wins they got though?
I'm just saying,
It's
like,
an
their
abysmal
organization
team.
is abysmal.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
just
bad
saying, like
team.
right now, Spencer Rattler could be one of those teams, like Danny Dimes. Y'all said Danny Dimes was terrible. Why not? I mean,
I
he could
didn't.
be one of those teams. I know.
Mike,
But I'm saying overall, the overall consensus was that Danny Dimes was a terrible quarterback, and I've been trying to tell you guys he's in a terrible organization, everything like that. I don't even like Spencer Rattler. He looks like the O'Doyle kid
Did he just freeze? Or did I freeze?
rules, whatever the case may be. So yes, I'm starting Spencer Rattler. I'm benching Michael Penix. I'm cutting JJ McCarthy.
Wow.
my only rebuttal to that is Russell Wilson was attacked for not winning, even though at the Steelers and his last year in Denver, he had the stats and he was a top 10 quarterback in the league. But he didn't win games. So it didn't matter.
I would disagree that he was a top 10 quarterback. The biggest thing with Russell Wilson, though, Shane,
I'm talking
and I'll
about
be like-
statistically. Just like through the stats, he was a top 10 quarterback.
even the stats didn't really show that he was a top 10 quarterback, Shane. That's what I'm trying to say. The biggest thing with Russell Wilson now, up until last year, he stopped focusing on football as much. And now, and when he ever, like last year with the Steelers was the best year he's had in a long time. And you could even call out that year he had with Denver. He had a decent year, whatever the case
The
may be.
second
But
year,
Russell
yeah.
Wilson just in general, it's time. It's over. It's done. He has that Super Bowl champion. It's time to
Send them to
go.
space.
Wow. Stop
to
sending people to
space.
space. God bless. Talk about a space mission, man. Just all these quarterbacks. I mean, you got some of the smartest people, in sports, all just going to space together. What a time.
They can all start their own league.
Yeah, right.
Trash.
All right, next up, I'm going to go ahead and establish something now. We ain't about to argue. All right, we're going to get our picks in. We're going to keep moving. All right. We got the sophomores. Caleb, Jaden, Bo. Shane, kick us off.
Jaden, Caleb, Cut and Bow.
Oh, that's not where I expected you to go as the Denver and Oregon guy. But you know what? I respect it. Jacob?
Well, 2 out of 3 of these guys have made it to the playoffs. Cutting Caleb, starting Bo, and benching Jaden.
Ricky?
Exactly what he said, and there's no other way of going around it.
It's not true. That's not true. That's
It
not
is
true.
true.
That is not true. There's a lot of honestly, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, you could literally start any of these 3 guys. Like this one's actually very all 3 of these guys could start. And you could bench any of the 3 too. It's one of the most interesting rounds. All right, next up we have what I called the young talent round. This is one of those that I just kind of had to figure it out and throw some stuff together. You know, it's kind of tough. All right, Ricky, we got May, Justin Fields, Bryce
Who's the
Young,
first one?
Drake May,
All right, so Drake May,
Justin Fields, and Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
This-
Well, I'm cutting Bryce Young because he's been garbage the entire time. I'm actually starting Drake May, benching Justin Fields.
Jacob,
Starting Justin Fields, benching Drake May, cutting the obvious.
yeah, Shane,
Starting Justin Fields. What was the other 2?
Bryce, and May.
Oh, benching May, cutting Bryce.
I'm the only one on an island here, I guess. I am starting Fields, but I'm keeping Bryce. I appreciate his attitude. I'm gonna cut Drake May. I think Bryce will be a fine backup for me. You know, I believe. I have faith. All right, next up we have the solid young starters tier featuring CJ, Trevor, and Tua. Shane, what's the play?
CJ, Trevor, and Tua.
Yep.
Man, that's actually hard for me. I'm starting. I'm cutting. Cutting Tua. Like the issue with me is starting Trevor or CJ. But I think I'm gonna have to go with at least somebody that's gone to the playoffs and shown something. So I'm gonna start CJ, bench Trevor, cut. Yeah.
Tua. Yeah. Okay. Jacob.
Tua.
Yeah, so I'm gonna save Tua's life in his future, and I'm gonna cut him.
That's That's a good way to look at it.
So I'll start CJ, bench Trevor.
Okay, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same exact thing that these last 2 guys said, and we don't. And I'm not going to say it. Never mind. I'm not going to say. I'll say it off the air. I'll say it off the air. I'll say it off the air.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay. No, I would. I think start Trevor, bench CJ, cut Tua, save his life. He needs to, too many injuries. He needs to go retire. All right, we're nearing the end. We only got 6 rounds left. We got bridge guys. We got Geno, Darnold, and Danny Dimes. Jacob,
You know me. You know who I'm
Ricky?
start, ladies and gentlemen.
Ricky, go ahead then.
You know who I'm. It's all about Danny Dimes, baby. It's all about Danny Dimes. Give me Danny Dimes. Give me Sam Darnold, and I'm cutting Geno. I'm sorry, Geno.
Mine's the exact same. At least I can feel comfortable starting Danny or Darnold at this point. Shane?
Mine's the exact same too. Geno sucks this year. He has the worst touchdown to interception ratio this year.
Right.
Exact same.
Yep.
The only thing I'm switching up, I'm starting Darnold over Danny, but I'm not
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Respect.
Next round is vets, which I think this one's going to be an easy one based on the cut. Again, I made this list like 4 weeks ago, guys. All right, so cut me a little slack. All right. We got the vets. We got the old men of the NFL. We got Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco, and Matthew Stafford. Shane, kick us off.
Starting Rodgers, benching Stafford,
and then cut Flacco. Okay. That's Flacco cut's going to be obvious. Again, I made this for after week 1 when the season was starting. So sue me. Jacob, what's your thoughts?
See, I don't think it is that obvious because I think it's just the fact that Flacco is on the Browns. I'm starting Rodgers, benching Flacco, and cutting Stafford.
Wow. Okay. All right. What about you, Rick?
Well, considering that Stafford's the only one of the 3 that's won a Super Bowl recently in recent history, I'm going to keep Stafford. I'm going to bench Flacco, and I'm cutting Aaron Rodgers.
Just for hatred, for spite, right?
Well, it's not that. He should have retired years ago. Why are we even? I don't understand why he's still relevant. He's not that relevant, people. I'm sorry, he's just not.
Hey, he's getting the job done. For me, I'm starting Stafford. I love Stafford. And because I am a spiteful, hateful son of a bitch, I'm cutting Rodgers and keeping Flacco, even though the better answer was to keep Rodgers. But I am very spiteful and I hold a grudge sometimes. All right, next up, we got the paid and rising tier. We got guys that are paid and just kind of doing their thing, rising in the league. We got Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, and Jordan Love. Ricky, who you got?
That one's tough.
Kyler, Purdy, and Love, baby.
I'm cutting
Kyler,
Kyler.
Purdy, Love. What a name.
Definitely cutting Kyler.
Oh, okay.
Purdy's played a little bit better over time than what Jordan Love has. So I will start Brock Purdy
Okay.
and I will bench Jordan Love.
All right, Jacob.
Yeah, I have the exact same actually.
Okay. All right, Shane.
I'm starting Love, benching Kyler, and cutting
Purdy.
Purdy. Man, I'm the only one
Purdy.
starting Kyler. I'm starting Kyler and I'm cutting Purdy, benching Love.
He can't see over the offensive line.
He'll figure it out. He's done it so far.
What's he gonna do? Hey, how about this? Send her to space. At least you'll be able to see the field from there.
Wow. Diabolical. All right, 3 more rounds. All right, next one. We got the some top tier starters in the NFL. We got Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, and Dak Prescott. Shane, what's the play?
Dak, and who was the other two?
Dak, Hurts, and Goff.
Starting Hurts, benching Dak, cutting Goff.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Jacob.
Starting Prescott, benching Hurts, cutting Goff.
Wow. Okay. Ricky.
Same.
Wow. I'm the only one starting Goff. Goff's a dog, dude. Goff is an absolute dog. Give me Goff and then give me Jalen Hurts as the backup.
Statistically speaking, Prescott's the best out of the 3.
Right now. Yeah, right now. I know. He got
and has been for quite some years, actually.
You know, he had 2 good years recently. Congratulations. You know, but I'm starting Goff.
Got hurt, man.
I'm starting Goff, brother. I love Jared Goff. 2 more rounds. Next one we've got, and I think I know where people are going to go on this, but with the way I set this up, you guys know where I'm going to go on this. We got the 2018 boys for the second and final round. We got Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. Ricky, what's the play?
Shoot. Well, I'm definitely starting Josh Allen. I think I would bench Lamar Jackson and cut Baker Mayfield.
Okay. Jacob?
Cut Lamar Jackson. Bench Josh Allen and give me Baker Mayfield to run my offense.
Love it. Let's go. That's mine too. Baker Mayfield is such a dog, dude. His statistics, like, dude, if you look at Baker's stats, he is comparable to all the top guys in the NFL the last few years, but no one's talking about it. Shane, what's yours?
I've always been a Baker guy, but also I cannot defy the fact that Josh Allen is our reigning MVP and is even probably going to have a road this year of being even a better quarterback. But with that said, I am starting Baker, cutting Allen. I mean, benching Allen, cutting Lamar.
Love it. Love it. I was convinced when I put this round together, I was going to be the only guy defending Baker Mayfield. So I love it. Baker's a freaking dog, dude. All right, final round. We got Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Justin Herbert. Shane, what's the play?
Burrow, Herbert, and who else?
Mahomes.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna shoot this out of left field.
Okay.
I'm starting Herbert.
Ooh.
I think I might cut Mahomes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And bench and Joe.
Yep.
Okay, Jacob.
Start Burrow with a good offensive line. Bench Herbert and cut Patrick Mahomes because he loves to force the ball downfield, and it 9 times out of 10 ends up in an interception.
All right, Ricky.
Yeah, when Joe Burrow's healthy and with an offensive line, I think he's the best quarterback in the league. So I will also start Burrow. I will bench Herbert, and I will cut Patrick Mahomes.
I will start Justin Herbert and bench Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to cut Joe Burrow. I'm worried about injury. If it wasn't for that, because you got to think, if I'm drafting Joe this high, as a GM in an expansion draft, right? Am I going to have a good offensive line? That's what I got to ask myself. This
Man, there's people comparing Burrow to the new age Andrew Luck.
I understand.
The thing is,
if we're talking
in an expansion draft, your offensive line is still going to be better, a lot better than
true.
that being gold offensive line.
I think out of the three, I think Joe is the best passer of the ball. You know what I mean? Like out of the three, but I just worry it from an injury standpoint. So that's why I would go Justin Herbert and then Patrick Mahomes and cut Burrow. So that's mine. That was the final round, boys. How we feeling?
I like my picks.
Some people lost some respect points for me.
Oh,
That's crazy.
You know what? It happens sometimes. We send a lot of people to space. It is what it is. All right, let's
New
hit
t-shirt idea.
Yeah, new t-shirt idea. Send them to space.
Go. Send them to space.
Speaking of t-shirt, let's shout out some merch. We have a merch store. It's not that great, but we have one. Sparky3shop.com. You can go pick up some really poorly designed merch, like the B shirt, which I think is actually really awesome. We have this thing called the Lonely Boy. It's just a cool little design. I'll put more terrible merch in there, especially if you recommend stuff, then I will probably put stuff in there. We have some really poorly designed hats, so that's cool. Yeah, and I think that's it. Spark3shop.com. It's in the description below somewhere. Spark3shop.com. It's a place you can visit and buy some merch, I guess, if you're feeling spicy. See ya. All right, we're back, and it's time to go through our picks, boys. So let's start kind of running through it here. Let me hit some music. We're feeling fresh today, so that's what we're going to hit. College football week 6. Let's kick things off with Miami and Florida State, which is going to be my shout-out of the week, obviously. I hate Florida State almost as much as I hate the Packers. Give me the Canes, brother. Loved that loss that Florida State had against Virginia. Loved it. Give me Miami. Ricky?
Yeah, I'm going to go Miami on this one. I shout out to Virginia, though. They're actually ranked, which is sad.
Shout out to Chad Morris's son, brother, coming in clutch for you. Jacob, who you got?
Man, this is a game that the Canes are going to flub in. Give me Florida State.
Very possible.
Wow,
I don't
okay,
hate you for that. It's like I was telling some guys at work. Miami could be 8-0 going up against an 0-8 Florida State and lose that game. It's what happens sometimes. That is the nature of the beast. That is the nature of being a Miami Hurricanes fan, is that you need to expect them to randomly lose a game at any point in time, especially against Florida State, who, again, we could lose at any point, because it's just the nature of the rivalry. I'm trying to extend this as long as I can. I don't know if he's coming back right away. All right. Shane, you there? We going?
Yeah, I'm good.
Miami or Florida State?
I'm going Miami.
All right, I had to extend that as long as I can. All right, so here's some good conference matchup for you boys. Washington and Maryland. Give me Maryland on this one, brother.
Yeah, I'll also take Maryland.
Maryland's undefeated right now.
I know, they're balling, brother.
But Washington played a decently good defensive game against Ohio State. Give me the Huskies.
Okay, all right. Shane?
I'm going Maryland.
Okay. Next up, we got Western Kentucky and Delaware. A good Conference USA matchup over here. Give me the Blue Hens, brother. Jacob?
Yeah, give me Delaware.
Yeah, let's go. Ricky?
I'm taking Western Kentucky.
Wow. That's
Boo.
disrespectful.
I'm also
Boo.
taking Western Kentucky.
Boo to both of you. Go, got it. Come on, rock with the Blue Hens, brother. Next up, Texas Tech and Houston, a good little Burger 12 matchup here. I do love them Houston Cougs, but give me Texas Tech.
Yeah, Houston went into overtime. Did they go into overtime in a game this past week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a game they should have even gone to overtime with. Give me Texas Tech.
Yep.
Yeah, but this Houston team's pretty good at home this year. But give me the Red Raiders. Safe pick.
Okay, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, Texas Tech has spent probably the most on their team out of any Division I team. I've got to go with Texas Tech.
Okay. Next one up, we've got Michigan State and Nebraska, who are both playing pretty well within their own ranks. I'm feeling Michigan State here is where I'm kind of leaning towards. What about you, Ricky?
Yeah, it's a toss-up for me as well because Michigan State's played a lot better than what they have been, but I'm taking Nebraska at home.
Okay, check.
Give me the Cornhuskers.
Shane?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Michigan State I mean, I know neither of these teams are the greatest, but Michigan State's on a whole nother level of bad. I'm going with Mahomes Jr. at home.
God, I cannot stand that whole Dylan thing. Cannot stand. It's so cringe. God bless. Anyway, next up, we got Illinois and Purdue. This was Ricky's game he was excited for. Ricky, who you got?
I'm taking Purdue.
Ooh.
Purdue has played. They have been balling out here lately. Illinois had a bounce back against USC. They're going on the road. Purdue is bound to win a game, some game that they're not supposed to win. I'm taking Purdue. Give me Barry Odom and those Purdue Boilermakers.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'll ride with you. Give me Purdue. Just for shits and giggles. Why not? I don't care. Let's ride. Boilermakers. Let's do it. That Purdue is the Big Ten upset team. Why not? Let's roll. Jacob?
I thought I was going to be the only one. I thought I was going to be the only one to pick Purdue because historically speaking, Purdue always has that one upset every single year. And this is about to be the upset of the year. Give me the Boilermakers.
That's great.
Let's
Shane.
go.
Come on, Shane. Make it 4 for 4, brother.
Look, guys, I called it last
Shane,
week.
don't do it.
Illinois was going to come back, have a bounce back game, and win that. Was it the way I expected with a last-second field goal? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, it's two former Razorback coaches and/or coordinators, however you want to put it, going against each other. And
That's true.
I am still behind Brett right now. He's doing great things at Illinois. I'm picking Illinois over Barry.
Wow. Could have made it 4 for 4. Could have made it 4 for 4.
But I do
It's
respect
a
his
respectable
opinion,
pick.
Okay,
though.
let Shane pick the wrong one because he's ahead of me in the leaderboards by 2.
Okay,
let him pick the
yeah.
wrong one.
No, go ahead and pick Illinois then. All right, next up, we got Shitty Sippy State in the shitty town of Starkville versus 6th-ranked Texas A&M. Shane, who's the winner here?
Man, Mississippi State is. I think they should have beat Tennessee last week. But sorry, I'm getting distracted by Ricky dying over there. But I'm gonna go with Mississippi State. I'm gonna pick them to go pick the upset. Take Texas A&M at home because I absolutely hate the Aggies. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I refuse to pick the Bulldogs here. Give me Texas A&M. I hate that damn city and I hate that damn state too damn much. Jacob, who do you got?
I'm going to pull the trigger on Mississippi State.
Wow. Ricky, get it together. Get it together. Get it together.
Mississippi State teams do it.
Get it together, Ricky.
He's dying.
Get it together, Ricky.
He can't even hear you. Doesn't even have his headphones
I know.
on.
He's crying.
I know. He's losing it.
Oh,
He's
all
back.
right.
He's-
Oh
he's
Lord.
alive.
Oh my gosh.
We have 2 people going from Mississippi State right now, Ricky.
Who you got, brother?
Oh my God. Woo. All right. Where's this game being played at?
Texas
And
A&M.
Texas A&M.
Oh man, no. Give me Texas A&M. I think they're gonna. If they're at home, they're not gonna lose this game. Oh my gosh, those.
God, dog. All right, Jacob. Iowa State at Cincy. Who do you got?
All right, boys, I'm pulling the trigger on the upset here. A lot of people aren't talking about Cincinnati, and they're playing damn good football this year so
Ricky.
far. Give me the Bearcats.
Ricky, who do you got?
Oh Lord. Give me Cincinnati.
All right, Shane.
I'm with my redheaded brother in Cincinnati.
All right, I'll make it 4-4. Why not? Give me Cincinnati.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's ride. Let's ride. Next up, Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. Give me. I don't know what Tyler's story was going to be on this game being here. I know it would have been something legendary, but give me Wake Forest, I guess. Shane, who do you got?
I'm going Wake Forest as well. Virginia Tech is again on
Dog
a whole
water.
other level of
Dog
bad.
water. Yeah, Jacob.
Wake Forest almost, they were playing pretty good last week against Georgia Tech. They didn't almost upset us, but, they played good. Give me Wake Forest.
Ricky.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Wake Forest as well. I know Wake Forest played much better football than Virginia Tech has overall.
Okay. Next up, FCS game of the week. One of four top 25 matchups happening in FCS. There are 4 different matchups of ranked teams happening at FCS this weekend. This is a top 10 matchup with North Dakota State and Illinois State. I'm going to call the upset. Give me Illinois State at home over the Bison. Ricky, who you got?
It's eventually going to happen, but I don't know. This North Dakota State team's pretty daggum good. I'm going to get North Dakota State.
Jacob?
It's eventually going to happen, and I think this is the best opportunity for it to happen. Give me Illinois State.
Shane?
I just don't see it happening. Give me North Dakota.
All right. Next up, FBS game of the week for the first time ever. We got the Vanderbilt Commodores on here going to Alabama. Ricky, are you going to pull the trigger? Is Vandy going to get the dub this weekend?
God, I want to pull the trigger so daggum badly. I think the biggest thing that concerns me the most with this entire thing is the fact that Vanderbilt's got the offense. They don't have the defense. But last year, it was a shootout. And I'm not sold on Alabama's defense. I'm really not. I'm not very sold on Alabama's defense. I know they've got a pretty good offense. But if there was someone that needs to make history, this is the year to make history. Vanderbilt has never started 6-0. Give me the Commodores. Let's go.
Let's get it, baby. Give me
6-0,
Vandy.
First time in step 6-0 for the first time in history. Let's do it. History will be made this year, gentlemen.
I'm with you. I'm riding with you. Give me Vandy. Give me Vandy. Lock it in. Jacob, what do you got, brother?
Give me Bama.
Wow. You're no
Hey, give me Vandy.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Shane. Join the party, brother.
We're
Join
just
the
talking
party.
about the rankings. I'll look forward to being 3 games ahead of you, or 2, even if I lose the other one. I'm taking Bama. Because
Wow.
I said it last week. The Georgia game was a proving game for Bama. They're going to continue to put the foot on the throttle. They're going to continue to win. I've got Bama.
Wow. Disrespectful.
Send him to space.
Send him to space. That's about to be a shirt. Jesus Christ. All right, and then lastly, terrible game of the week. There were definitely some better options, but this is one where they're both bad, and I don't think we'll ever get another opportunity to do something like this because we always harp on the really bad ones. So let's harp on some power schools here who have some historical relevance in some capacity. Terrible game of the week. Clemson at North Carolina. What? This is history making for ATFS. I don't even know which way to go. Jacob, where are you going with this?
I really don't like Bill Belichick and his borderline teenage girlfriend. And I really don't like Dabo Sweeney at all. At all. I can't stand Clemson whatsoever. Haven't for many, many years. Give me the Tar Heels. Close.
Give me Clemson close. Ricky?
Give me Clemson in a blowout. I don't think this North Carolina team is ready for that type of level of play. Even though Clemson's not one of the greatest teams in the entire world, as we've seen it, they're not as terrible as North Carolina.
Shane?
I agree with Ricky. Regardless of how bad Clemson is right now, I don't think people are really talking about how truly bad North Carolina is. Yes, it's Bill Belichick. Yes, he'll probably get it turned around eventually. But they have 70 new players on that team that came in from transfer portal. It's going to take time. I've got the Tigers.
Okay. Let's hop over to NFL Week 5. Kick things off with San Fran and the Rams. I'm pretty excited for this one. This will be a good game. Give me the Rams here. Shane, who you got?
Rams and who? Sorry, I was looking at something.
49ers.
Rams.
Jacob,
Rams.
Ricky.
Rams.
All right, next up, Denver and Philly. Shane, who you got on this one?
My heart wants to go with Denver, but I'm going with Philly.
I'm going Philly as well. Jacob.
Denver.
Okay. Ricky.
Philly's got to lose a game soon. I mean, they got to lose sometime. They're not going undefeated.
True.
They got to lose. Why not? Give me Denver.
Okay. All right. Love it. All right. Next up, we got the Giants and the Saints. Jacob, Ricky, why is this in here?
Because it's a terrible game of the week.
All right. Fair enough. Ricky, who you got?
Facts.
Who you got?
I'm just saying. Give me Spencer Rattler, baby. Give me Spencer Rattler over the New York Giants.
This might be their one only time to get a dub, you know, Jacob.
I regret saying facts now. Give me the Giants. What are you talking about?
Give me the Giants. Shane.
Yeah, give me the Giants.
Next up was
Hey, Spencer Rattler throwing it all over the football field. Final score 24-21.
Next up, we had Miami and Carolina. I know why he put this in here, even though he didn't tell me. It was to just troll Steve, you know, from something Steve said once upon a time. Give me Miami here. I'm going to say they're going to figure it out for a few games, and this is one they'll figure it out on.
So Tyreek Hill is out for the season with
Yep.
an ACL tear. That's going to really, really hurt their offense.
It's going to be waddle time, brother.
It's very true. They still have Jalen Waddle, which is great for my fantasy.
Waddle,
team,
waddle,
by the
waddle.
way. I don't know if I have him on this one or the other one. It's one of the damn ones that I've got. But yeah, give me Miami.
Jacob.
Give me Carolina.
Okay.
Give me Carolina.
Ooh, okay. Spicy. And lastly, NFL game of the week, we got Tampa Bay and Seattle. Give me the Bucks and Baker Mayfield, but this is going to be a good game. Shane?
Baker Mayfield all the way. What?
What?
You said it was Bucks and who?
Seattle.
Yeah, give me Buccaneers. They're just a better team.
Jacob?
Both of these teams can't afford to lose back-to-back games. I will be honest with you. It's
True.
going to be unfortunate for either of the teams. Give me Seattle.
Okay. Ricky?
Seattle lose last. I thought they beat Arizona last week.
Yeah, they did. Thursday
Yeah,
Night
they're
Football.
3-1. They
I'm glad
haven't
Tyler isn't here.
They haven't lost. I was gonna say, yeah, they haven't lost since week 1. Yeah, give me Seattle.
Delete that from the VOD.
Nope. That's staying in there. I'm gonna tell. Make sure to tell. I'm gonna tell Tyler to go fact check that and keep it on a note for the future.
Please no.
Yeah, no, he's gonna dunk on you about that as well as being short. All right, we finished up all the picks, right? I didn't miss anyone just then. Jacob, did you get your pick in? No, you didn't. You didn't get your pick in. Who you picking?
He said
Who?
Seattle.
Seattle and
I
Tampa.
said Seattle.
Did you?
He said Seattle.
I thought you
Yeah.
just said. I thought you just said someone can't afford to lose, and we started questioning.
I also say that both the undefeated teams are going down this week.
Okay, I respect it. All right, boys, let's wrap up the show. Did we mess up on anything today? I don't know.
Oh, not at all. No.
Jacob did. Yeah, Jacob messed up on something. Yeah, little missteps here and there, I think, but on my part, but no big deal. I don't think we messed up anything.
Hey, go check out the ATFS True Top 25.
Facts in the Discord. On the
It's
Discord.
the real
right now.
25.
Yep. Any shout outs? Anything to get off your chest? Any follow ups or anything? We good?
Yeah, my buddy Rob. He's like 4 hours away from the final stage. He needs to get first place to move on. Right now they're doing if you donate $10, it counts for 20 votes instead of 10. Or I'm sorry, if you donate $10, it's 20 votes instead of 10. So 2 votes per one. If you can put that link in there, or if
Send
us
it
here,
to me again.
if us here can vote and the people watching live can go vote to help him out. He's
Yeah.
currently third. He needs to get first before like 10:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, in order to move on to the last round.
Here, send that in the work Discord right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the description right now before I forget. I don't want to forget.
I got you.
Yeah, so put that in the ATFS general in the work one, and I'll add that to the description of this episode right now before I forget.
Ricky,
Yeah, you got anything?
Sir.
I'm going to make a deal with you right now, sir. Live on air right now.
Okay.
All right.
If Vandy beats Bama at home, I will buy a Vandy jersey.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
I love
Yes,
it.
right. Have 2 with Vandy jerseys on ATFS, ladies and gentlemen. History.
You know what? I will too. And
I
it'll be
will
a Jay
too.
Cutler
I-
jersey.
I'll get one too. We'll all do it together. It'll be fun. I'll get Tyler to do it too. Any special dinner plans this week? You know, I'm going to Orlando, so I definitely got a lot going on. What about you boys?
Not really. I just have football. I officiate football Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week. I'm gonna be busy.
Okay. What about you, Jacob or Shane? You guys got anything
Uh,
special going on for food?
Applebee's sometime this week
Why the bees?
because they're the only ones that are open late because I closed the store so late at night.
Oh, okay.
I closed the store at like 11 or midnight at this point now. So
Fair enough. That's
the
fair.
only one's open.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, boys. Well, let's get out of here. Hitting the music. So we're going to hop out of here. If you made it all the way in, we appreciate the hell out of you. Make sure to check out the link that Shane is talking about. I just now added to the description of this live stream, so you can go click that and support. Make sure to check out the Patreon if you support us further as well. Check out sparky3shop.com and Rogue Energy. All right, boys, let's get out of here. Like I said at the very beginning, I will be gone the next couple weeks. I'll be back on October 21st, but the show should still go on. The boys going to be holding it down, so come support the boys next couple weeks, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what they do. So anyway, thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye. Go. Switch scene. Dang it, it's not switching scene. Hold on. Let me hop over here. There we go.
Technical difficulty.